If you're a crafter or an artist and you're looking for ideas, Pinterest really fits the bill. It's easy, it's completely free, but it can be a little overwhelming and a little intimidating if you're signing up for something new. So in this video, I'm going to do a very easy breakdown. I'm going to only show you the things you absolutely need to know. And in under 10 minutes, you're going to be up and running on Pinterest, and you can pin ideas to boards, and you can have awesome ideas for your crafting and for your digital designs. Let's go. Okay, so let's get started here, jumping into Pinterest. Now I'm on Pinterest.ca, and it depends on what country you're in, obviously, because you might do .com or .whatever, but I'm just going to pick my language and then my country. I'll select next. And then this asks you to pick stuff that you're interested in. And this is kind of nice. So you could pick, like, for example, if you're an aspiring artist, you may want to pick things that you're interested in. Don't think so much about what you're selling. Think about things that you're interested in as a human being. So for example, if I'm an artist and I'm going to be doing astrology prints, I may want to pick astrology, but don't pick it because that's what you're selling. Pick it because that's the ideas that you might be looking at in order to get ideas. So I'm going to do cute animals, quotes is another one. And then you can just basically go down and pick a bunch of stuff. What I'm getting at here is you want to pick things that you're actually interested in. Okay, so now I'm going to pick done. All set. Now it's building my pins. So a big thing here with Pinterest is that it doesn't really matter so much about the followers. That used to be a big thing on Pinterest, is how many followers you had. You'd follow people, but I've followed nobody. I've just set up this account now from scratch, and I'm completely full here with pins. I love this little doggy. He's so cute. But I'm looking at this now and I don't have any followers, right? So if I go up to my little thingy here that says updates, it just says trending searches. It doesn't even mention how many followers I have, how many followers I like, who I'm following. It doesn't matter about any of that. So now on Pinterest, you can go in and you can search for something that you're interested in. So for example, let's say I'm interested in family quotes. Okay, so I'm going to make like a design that says, you know, family, like maybe a sign and it's for family. Well, now I can just type in family quotes and here's a bunch of family quotes that come up. So I'm going to use this one here, free SVG. So I can just save it right here. I can just click the save button, or I can click on the actual link. So I'm going to click on the actual link, and this gives me a thumbnail, and I can look at the picture. And now from here, if I click this picture, it now takes me to the actual website. So this is a website that a person has set up, and there's free SVGs on here, and there's bundles and the whole thing. It's a portal to get through to somebody's website. So here's the actual website listed there. So I can save this now. Now, before Pinterest, what you might have been doing is if you found an image online, you'd right click the image and you would save the image, and then you'd like save it on a file folder somewhere on your computer. But you don't need to do that anymore. It's now sitting on Pinterest. So I can just click this little save button, or I can just click the actual link and I can just click save over here on the top right. So I'm going to click save, and it's saving, and now my pin is saved. That's it. So now I've saved it. So you've got these little menu items over on the right hand side, and if I click the little drop down button on the top right, I can see that I can add an account, I can convert to a business account, I can install Windows apps, the whole thing here. I'm going to actually convert to a business account. It's free to do, but the idea here is that if you have a business account, you're able to see analytics, and that's a really big deal. So the personal account, you basically can publish your pins, and other people can save those pins, and you're using it really as a consumer. I'd really encourage you to convert it to a business account. It's totally free to do, so I don't really understand why there's two different types, maybe just for ease of use, but I'm just going to convert here now to a business account. And then you need to put in a brand name, so I'm going to type in Crafty Stax. And then I'm just going to put in my website here, which is my YouTube channel. And again, if you don't have a website, it's not a big deal. You could just put no. I do have a website, so I'm going to put in my YouTube channel and then my country and region and my language, and then I'll select next. You can even change your profile picture if you wanted. So there, I've updated my profile picture now to match what's on my YouTube channel, and then I'll just click next down here at the bottom. It says, what's the focus of my brand? And I can just pick some stuff here. So I'm just going to say education, for example. What are my goals? Let's say I want to sell more products, drive traffic, grow brand. And there's also a not sure yet. So like, don't freak out if you select the wrong thing. It's not like the Pinterest police are going to come to your house or anything. I mean, you're just selecting things to try to help Pinterest out. Okay, so if you never did any more than that, you'd be fine. So I could just go through now and I could just start saving. So it's really easy to do. You just scroll through your feed, and let's say you want to start saving stuff. You just click the save button right here. Save, save, save. And then now you're going to be like, well, where do I actually go to find these pins now that I've saved? Where are they located? So when you're on your home feed, there's basically two main views in Pinterest. There's your business hub and there's your home feed. Okay, when you go into your home feed, that's this view here. It's just a long, endless scrolling cacophony of pictures. That's all it is. And if you like something, if you see it and you go, oh, I really like that, click save. That's it. If you never did more than that, you're fine. Now, if you want to find your pins, you just want to click on your little picture on the top left of the feed, and that will bring you to your page. So this is like your page on Facebook. So now here's all the pins that I've saved. These are mine. So what you can do is create what we call boards. Okay. So what you would do then is over on the right, there's a little plus button. And when I click the plus button, I can create a pin or I can create a board. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to create a board and I'm going to call it animal designs. And I'm just making this up. You can call it whatever you like. I'm going to click create, and that's going to create a new board. Now it's going to give you suggestions here, but I don't want any of this stuff. So I'm just going to click done. So now I've got animal designs. That's the name of my board. So now I'm just going to go back into my business hub. Okay, so I'm in my business hub now, and I'm scrolling down, and I want to see my pins. So that means I'm going to see all of my pins. These are the pins that I've saved. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if I want to move these into my board, let's say I want to move this doggy paw one into my board that says animal designs. I'll simply click on it, open up the pin, and then from here, I can just move it inside into another portfolio. So I can save to my board now. Now it's saved to animal designs. You can see it down at the bottom. It pops up with a little notification. I'll just simply go back. I'll select the next one. So this one says wild and free. Let's say I want to save this one. Right over next to the save button, I'll click animal designs and I'll click save. And now you can see that you have all pins and your animal designs. I would strongly recommend that you create the board first, and you can do that pretty easily. So I'm going to show you how to do it here. So let's say I type in Superman, okay? And let's say I want to start. So it says, okay, I have 0 of my own pins for Superman. So now I'm going to try to start saving other people's pins. So let's say I want to save this picture here. Okay, so here's a picture of Henry Cavill, Superman, and let's say I want to save this picture. Well, what I can do is I can just click the save button, or I can save as, and I can have a board. I can create my own board. So I can create the name of the board, or I can just use their own suggestion, which is Superman. I'm just going to do that. So I'll click create. There's the name, and then I can just click create. So that's the name of my board. And now it's saved my pin to this board. So what I would encourage you to do is just kind of do this in steps. So go into Pinterest, create your account. That's step number 1. Step number 2, just save a bunch of designs and save them into boards so you can just kind of organize them, and you can save them into boards as you're saving the designs. So let's say, for example, I really like this one here. This is RV stock photos. If you just click save, it's going to ask you, it's just going to save it to profile. Like, it's not even going to ask you. But if you want to save it to something specific, then you can just simply click the little drop down button and you can create a board, and you can say, okay, I'm going to make this one, I'm going to call this silhouettes, for example. Okay, so that's the name of my board, and I'll create the board, and it saves the pin inside the board. Okay, so now I've saved that. So now when I go back to my home feed on the top left, it's now trying to feed my home feed with ideas from my 3 boards. Remember, I've got animal designs, silhouettes, and Superman. So I hope you found that helpful. Just a very quick walkthrough here so you can at least get started on Pinterest. I would highly, highly recommend you get this started because it's such a time saver, because now you can look at this on your iPad, you can look at this on mobile. If you're checking your phone when you're, maybe somebody, going for a drive somewhere and you're sitting in the parking lot at the Arby's and you're like, I want to check my Pinterest. You're not bound now by having a computer and saving everything on your hard drive. You can save this kind of up in the cloud, and these are just sitting on the internet, which is awesome. Hope you guys found that helpful. Take care.